Salvo 4. Hello, my name is Larry Lee Slott. I'm a biologist. For over 40 years, I have been trying with my books, labs, and building experiences to erect a large bridge. I want to disclose my aspiration to you with evidence of its feasibility. I do not know exactly the best way to go about presenting it to your minds. Technologically and otherwise, I do not have all the resources I need here in Amazonia to make this presentation clearer and more elegant. I believe the revelation is worthy of your time, however, so please try to visualize it in your mind's eye. Carlyle said, "He who takes not counsel of the unseen and silent, from him will never come real visibility and speech." The greatest human evils are due to resource exhaustion of one type or another. With this bridge vision, there is a way to solve all the environmental problems of which I know. The complications are not insurmountable. Even if improbable, there is nothing here that science prohibits. The road to its realization contains potholes, but no gaping chasms of broken laws of physics or biology. Frank Lloyd Wright said, "The human race built most nobly when limitations were greatest, and therefore when most was required of imagination in order to build it all. Limitations seem to have always been the best friends of architecture." The key to unlocking the mystery of human survival is in our architecture. Iron and concrete are great for the old style building, but we are running out of spaces to build and the special sand required. Energy too, necessary to refine cement and steel, is getting prohibitively expensive. It's time to change our construction methods and use bio-friendly carbon-fixing tetrahedrons instead. We can use carbon-fixing proteins like muscle conchiolin to fabricate the tetrahedrons. It will confound resource exhaustion. The major problem we face is a growing species. It will also allow much higher buildings than those constructed with concrete and iron. One of my lawyers, trying to make me accept a pitifully small settlement from the powers that destroyed my lab and forced me to turn my recombinant DNA constructs over to them, once said, "Last I saw them in the deli, mussels were about 70 cents a pound." He made me feel as though there was no way I could ever convince him of my work's value. I got another lawyer. In 1987 values, though he had a point. Reinforced concrete and lumber are indeed much cheaper than $10,000 per gram muscle protein. Another lawyer, seeking to disparage the value of my work, said it would take millions of dollars to build even a small chair with my new material. He also had a point. Tissue culture was not yet up to such aspirations. Unfortunately for us, it still isn't. I hope I can disenchant you of jumping into this miasma, thinking that the problems are just too monumental to warrant your consideration. They are indeed large. Enhanced tissue culture is indeed a hurdle we must overcome. Ultimately, we will need to create a series of super mollusks. These creatures will overproduce in their mantle cells scleroproteins like conchiolin. This protein is already produced naturally by the blue mussel. It extracts and impregnates calcium carbonates and silicates from seawater to form shells. Recombinant DNA has the power today to create overproducing mitulus edulis. We need biologists of various specialties, along with engineers, financial experts, and persons courageous enough to brave great heights, literally and figuratively. The other thinkers we need are even more numerous. Most of all, we need people who can visualize what I am proposing. If enough people can see it in their minds, we can build it. Emerson said there is nothing capricious in nature, and the implanting of a desire indicates that its gratification is in the constitution of the creature that feels it. Aristotle said nature does nothing uselessly. Think of the power available to us if billions of people share the same vision. Thank you for your time and interest.